everyone and welcome to or back to my channel. So today I'm back with a super exciting video. I am going to be talking all about the American Eagle 2020 shorts fit. So basically I have done quite a few different videos on my channel about American Eagle, but about the different kind of fits that they offer. So I have worked at American Eagle for about 6 years, which is crazy. I'm so old. I am just super familiar with all of the different denim fits, jegging, the kick boot, the skinny, the high-rise jegging, the super high-rise jegging, all the different jeans that are sold, basically how they fit, the differences between the different fits, the difference between the rise, just kind of as an employee that works there. I know way too much about them. That kind of goes for the shorts as well. So like the high-rise shorty, it says on the website, it says like high-waisted denim short, but like in the store and on the tag, it's called like the high-rise shorty. So if I'm referring to it as something different than what the website says, that is why. The high-rise shorty, the low-rise shorty, the mom short, the 90s boyfriend short, the Bermuda options. There are just so many different options for shorts. So I'm just gonna be telling you guys all about the different shorts that American Eagle sells for this year, currently 2020, in this video. That's what I'm gonna be talking about. And here in about a week, I'm gonna be doing a back to school denim fits version. So basically like the same concept as this video, but talking about the back to school jean fit. So if you like this video, stay tuned for that one because it's coming. Sorry this is coming quite late in the summer. I didn't think anybody would want to see this video, but then I kept getting a lot of requests for it. So I figured better late than never. I don't want to ramble on too long, but I will link my other American Eagle videos in the description. I've got a video how to save money at American Eagle. Only subscribe if you're not subscribed and turn on that notification bell. I do a lot of American Eagle content and fashion content. I've got a lot of exciting videos coming up for back to school, so make sure to subscribe if you're not subscribed. Follow me on Instagram at emilygrace.26. I've got a lot of like fun little like life updates, just cool things in general happening kind of on my Instagram. Thumbs up this video for more kind of like fashion content, American Eagle content, that sort of thing. Let's just go ahead and get into the shorts fits. I'm gonna try on as many of the shorts as possible so you can physically see what they look like on. Some of them are online exclusives. Sorry, my lighting is kind of going in and out here. I'm just gonna show you a photo from online. I would go into the store and try on the ones I don't own so you can see what they look like, but I think the fitting rooms might have actually closed down with COVID. I'm just gonna have to pull pictures from online of the ones I don't have, but I will link my previous shorts video here because I will tell you almost 80% of these have been available in the last couple years. So almost all of these you can actually find in my previous video. I'm just kind of doing an updated version. So if you want to see what these look like on, check out my previous video because I do model almost all of these in that video. Starting off, I'm going to talk about the shorties. So the shorties are all going to be a tight, stretchy fit. So they come in a variety of rises, so they can be like a high rise, a super high rise, a low rise, and I will kind of go into those in just a minute. They're all gonna be a stretchy material, so not that thick traditional denim fit like a pair of vintage Levi's or something. They're gonna be really comfortable. Like they're basically gonna feel almost like leggings. They're actually made with Lycra, or at least they used to be. I'm not 100% sure if they are anymore, but I know at some point they used to be made with Lycra, which is basically what's in swimsuits. So it's really going to stretch with your body, but also hold its shape similar to a swimsuit. Whenever I would work 8 or 9 hour shifts, I always wore the high-rise shorties in the summer because they are just so comfortable. They are gonna be fairly short. I can't remember the exact inseam, but they're pretty short. A lot of them do come cuffed. So a lot of times I'll buy the ones that are cuffed and then I'll just roll them down one, and then that actually is like a nice in between of not being too short but not being too long, and it's like a good length for me personally. I do feel like the shorties are pretty short. They do live to their name. The shorties come in a low rise length, low rise, but it's basically just a normal rise. It's not gonna be high rise. It's just gonna hit kind of like right at your hip. So definitely below your belly button, but just kind of like at your hips. How jeans fit before we started to bring back high rise. So just like a normal kind of rise. Personally do not prefer these. I do not like low rise or like a normal rise. I prefer high rise, super high rise. If you do not like high rise, I would recommend these. They're quite low though, to be honest. Like they are pretty low. Kind of brings me to the high rise. The high rise is almost more of a mid rise. I personally would not call it a high rise. It hits below the belly button, or at least for me it does. It kind of depends. I would say on average, the high rise is most likely going to hit below your belly button, almost at like a mid rise. So it's really not that high. Then that brings us to the super high rise, which I would consider just kind of like a high rise. Like it's really not that super high. It's just kind of a regular high rise. So the super high rise is gonna hit kind of like right above your belly button. And I personally prefer these. I like my shorts to hit kind of like right above my belly button. It's kind of like, for me, the smallest part of my waist. And that's just kind of where my natural waist is. So it just kind of feels right for my shorts to hit there. So I personally like the super high rise. There's not as many options for the super high rise, at least in store typically. And like I said, I didn't really work sales much this summer, so I didn't really see what we had to offer in store, but at least for the last 3 or 4 years, we'll typically have a whole table of high-rise shorties, and that is like the best seller, the most popular, and what we have the most options of. So the high-rise shorty is definitely the most popular. They're pretty much all the shorties. They're typically in store. I think in the last couple years, the low-rise shorty has gone to online, so it is not really in store. That brings me to our next fit, which is the super high-rise festival short. I think in years past, it's just been the high-rise festival short, so they've actually made the rise a little bit higher. And the festival short is a traditional denim, so it's not gonna be that stretchy, comfortable material. It's gonna be more of a traditional denim, which I personally also really like. I do love a traditional denim. This fit is gonna be tight in the waist, but it almost kind of gets a little bit looser towards the bottom, almost kind of like flares out. It's just gonna be kind of looser at the bottom, and it almost kind of cuts up on the side, whereas the shorties are just straight. These ones kind of cut up a little bit on the side. They're pretty short, at least I found them to be short, that whenever we used to sell them in stores. I don't believe they've been in stores the last year or so. I believe they've gone to online only now, but they are really cute. They used to be like a really top seller, and we used to have so many of them in store, and they were like really cute. But in the last couple of years, they've kind of, I think the mom short has kind of replaced them as far as like popularity and availability in stores. Next up are the mom shorts. So I have to talk about these because these are a new one. I didn't talk about them in my last shorts video I did a couple years ago. The mom shorts are super popular. Last year we had a huge table of them, and they were just very popular. Again, can't really speak to this year because I'm not really working in the stores. The mom shorts are great. They're very high-waisted, maybe even higher than the super high rise. They come up very high, definitely hit kind of your natural waist, above your belly button for sure. They are traditional denim as well, so they're not gonna be that stretchy material. They're gonna be a thick, quite thick traditional denim. They have kind of like that thrifted vintage Levi's kind of vibe. These are also a little bit longer. They're not as short as the shorty. They're a little longer inseam, and they're a little bit looser, but I like to almost go down a size in order for them to fit properly in my waist, which makes them a little bit tighter. If you stick to your true size, I would say they're gonna be a little looser, you know, a typical mom kind of fit. I find a lot of customers go down a size, but the mom shorts are really cute. I would definitely recommend checking them out. Next up are the 90s boyfriend shorts. I say this is the first year we've really had them in stores, but the 90s boyfriend are really cute as well. They're pretty high-waisted. I want to say about the same as the super high-rise shorty. They're also going to be a traditional non-stretch kind of denim, and they are also a longer inseam, actually quite longer than the mom short even, so almost like a midi, which I'll be getting to next, but almost a little higher than like a mid-link. So they're gonna hit, I'll show you like a try on of me trying them on so you can kind of see. And keep in mind, I actually did go down a size because once again, they were just too loose in the waist. They're actually quite tight in my thighs, so they don't really have that boyfriend look. So if you stick with your true size, they're gonna be looser and have that more like boyfriend look, but mine are just a little bit tighter because I wanted them to fit in my waist. They're just gonna hit at the length you can see here, so just a little longer. I think these are really cute. I love this kind of like longer short look. It's super in right now. Love these. I've actually tried a lot of shorts like this from other brands as well, and I really love American Eagle. So next up is the super high-waisted denim Hermidas biker short. This is also online only. Kind of like a unique style, but it basically is like the style of a bike short, so high-waisted, longer inseam, and fairly tight fitting, but that style in denim. I have a pair of shorts very similar to this from Princess Polly, and they're actually like my favorite shorts. I wear them all the time. I will link the Princess Polly ones below if you guys want to check them out. They're sold out a lot of times, but they might have restocked. American Eagle ones are anything like the Princess Polly ones, and they're really cute, but it's kind of hard to tell online. They kind of, I think it's just the name that gets me. I seem like a cute style. Like, I would totally be willing to try these out. And next up is the Midi, which is a really classic American Eagle fit. I can't really speak to this year in particular what's in stores, but for the whole entire 6 years that I've worked there, this is a style that has always been in stores. It's always been really popular. Always sold a ton of these. Whenever customers come in asking for something that's not too short or school appropriate, this is what I recommend, because this is just a little bit of a longer inseam, but it's still kind of like a cute and stylish denim short. It's basically just like, I want to say, an inch or two longer than the high-rise shorty. It's just a little bit longer to where instead of looking short, it's like looks appropriate, I guess. The midis typically in store only are available in the low rise or just like the normal rise. Like, they're not high rise or super high rise, they're just like hit right at the waist. And available in the high rise, but it's usually only online, and it looks like it's still only online. So if you do like the high rise fit, you could order it online. It looks like it's just not going to be available in store, but you can order online in the store and get it shipped to your house for free in 2 to 3 days or 2 to 5 days. They're basically gonna fit just like the shorties, other than the length. Be a relatively tighter fit. They're gonna be that stretchy material that I mentioned before. Basically everything I said about the shorty, but just a longer inseam. Then last up, I think I have somehow gone through all of these, is the Tom Girl Midi. Just again, going to be a little bit of a longer inseam, but since it's the Tom Girl style, it's gonna be a looser fitting denim, so kind of like a boyfriend style, but the Tom Girl is just like very loose. Since it's just a regular midi, it's not high rise, it's just gonna hit right like low rise, just a normal fit. The Tom Girls are traditional denim, so they're not going to be stretched or anything. I find that a lot of customers like these because they're just very comfortable, loose, kind of casual shorts. I do believe these are online only as well, but I feel like there are typically a lot of these in store that get returned from online that we just kind of stick somewhere in the store. So we'll usually get a little collection going from online returns. If you are looking for these, maybe just ask an associate, because I feel like there's always a ton of these. These also run really big, so I would also recommend maybe going a size down. The Tom Girls, because they are such a baggy, loose style, you could typically get a size down and they would still be baggy. They just run really big. That is pretty much everything. Sorry if I went through this really fast. I don't know, I just didn't want it to be like too rambly, and I feel like I have talked about all this stuff on my channel before. Yeah, I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did find it helpful, definitely make sure to thumbs up, and I will do more videos like this. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to follow me on Instagram at emilygrace.26. Comment below what back to school videos you'd like to see. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Turn on that notification bell. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.